Welcome back to Football Friday Night. Now it's time to check out our Game Night Live Game of the Week.
I wore this tie specifically for this game. Lakeside and South Aiken, their team colors.
Lakeside.
Don't see why not.
Lakeside, South Aiken. Lakeside has it first. They're in the red zone. Ty Jones fires to Lathan Gardner for 6. Extra point is good. That would make it 7-0. T-Bread's not going down that easy. They give it to Mr. Record Breaker himself, Javon Edwards. He marches 55 yards by himself for 6, tie game. Still in the first quarter, Jones fakes the handoff and keeps it. He goes 40 yards, breaking tackles the whole way. We're going to jump ahead to the fourth because that is where the excitement happened. 21-13, BJ Grissom gets the handoff, punches it in for 6 more. Lakeside wins it 28-19. Here is Lakeside head coach Steve Hibbets.
I'll tell you what they did is, like, we kind of got down there in the third quarter, like it just wasn't looking good. You know, we were kind of flat. South Aiken did a great job. They got a great coaching staff. Their kids don't ever give up. But I love the fact that we had a 97-yard drive when we needed it. I mean, the offensive line, the coaches do such a great job here. I love them to death. The players are awesome, so I'm proud of them.
The Thomas Jefferson, we're gonna take another look at this. The Thomas Jefferson Academy Jaguars at home. We're gonna look at them after we hear from John Hart and AB from Game Night Live.
Another big game here on Game Night Live. Another pretty close game, but Lakeside able to pull away at the end and stay undefeated 2-0.
Yeah, they got off to a great start, a really solid first half. They go to the locker room up 21-7. Ty Jones, he threw for a touchdown. He ran for a touchdown. He was spectacular in that first half. Didn't do a whole lot in the second half. Didn't really have to. But when they needed to get a drive at the end of the game to melt the clock, he gets another big run to put him over 100 yards for the game. So huge game from Ty Jones, B.J. Grissom, Jack Thexton. This Lakeside team, they're going to be tough out for a lot of people.
Ty Jones, our McDonald's offensive player of the game. Jack Thexton, our McDonald's defensive player of the game. And if you're South Aiken, the season kind of starts over next week. You start region play against one of your arch rivals in North Augusta. And I'm telling you what, I was so impressed. We talked about Javon Edwards all week, the all-time leading rusher at South Aiken, the all-time touchdown leader at South Aiken. He was as advertised. 55-yard touchdown. He went for 151, 2 scores, has 5 on the year. Any team that has a player like him in the backfield is going to be a tough out for everybody as the season goes on.
No doubt about it.
But tonight belongs to the Lakeside Panthers. Next week, we will see you from Aquinas, where we'll visit the new stadium there and see what the Fighting Irish have for the Hepzibah Rebels. That's next week. We'll see you then.
Hart, Ashley Brown for us. The Thomas Jefferson Academy Jaguars at home looking for their first win of the season in this Week 3 matchup against Robert Toombs and Christian Academy. First quarter for Thomas Jefferson Academy. Watch what happens here, Kira. Jaguars find themselves down 7 early in the first, but it all changes with this long kickoff return from Jace Brooks. He's going to slip away from the defense and put TJ on the board. The extra point ties the score at 7. Now it's 4th down on this next play for the Jaguars. They go with the touch push, driving quarterback Ryder Rabin past the first down marker. Jaguars would trail in 21-7 at the end of the first, and Thomas Jefferson Academy goes on to lose 56-13. Another blowout there. Now over to Augusta Prep. The Cavaliers look to get back in the win column as they hosted Windsor Academy, and they got off to a great start. Leading 21-8 just before the half, handoff to Bo Palaka will put 6 more on the board. The PAT is good, and that gets the Cavs to take a 28-8 lead into the locker room. Augusta Prep goes on to win it 49-22.
At Westminster, the Wildcats open their season with a home game against Monsignor Donovan, leading 44-0 in the third quarter. Handoff to Jack Barrett. He'll take it just over 30 yards before ultimately being pushed out of bounds at the 3. But then on 1st and goal, quarterback Julian Lively gets picked off by Mondon, who will return it about 15 yards before being taken down by half of the offense. They would manage to put 6 on the board, but don't worry, they go on to get the win 51-6.
What a game for them.
GSIC undefeated so far this season, taking on Jefferson Davis Academy. Pats have it first. Quarterback Jafonzo Spivey throws it to the end zone, but his pass is picked off by JDA. That'll make it Raider ball. Next drive, Colson Lodeholt gets the handoff. He gets around the edge. Nobody's going to stop him. The 2-point is no good. 6-0 JDA. Bennett taking the snap himself. He breaks the tackle, gets to the sideline. The Raiders get the win 28-26.
How about that? Well, coming up next. We'll be right back.